This week we're going to talk about something questionable that AKS is doing over in China. We have more information on the third AKB draft, and also we have a graduated member who just is going to release their album after being on hiatus for a while. I'm Mr. Josh Box, and this is the AKB48 group news of the week. Now, if this is your first time watching this, you can see over on the top right of the screen what section you're on, whether it's 48, graduated, or 46. As soon as I start talking about them, they will start showing up. And also, there will be a live stream on Saturday, so you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter to know what time that is going to go up. It is concerning over something about the channel and its future, so be sure to watch out for that. First up, we have the thing I talked about in the beginning with AKS doing something over in China. And that is by the end of 2017, they plan to start recruiting for a brand new team. Now it says team, not group in this, so they're not trying to make another S and H, it looks like. So with this, they're actually partnering with a different management. This time, they're not going to get tricked again, hopefully. It's going to be with a Japanese-Chinese, like, duo management group. So hopefully with that, maybe it turns out better. And if it doesn't, and they just get screwed over again, then that's just how it goes. But it is interesting to see what they will do with that. Whether, since it's a new group, they'll mostly stay over there or come over here sometimes. But you can go ahead and check out the source down below from the official blog. Next up is with the third AKB draft members. And of course that is for Showroom, because as we've seen before, it has worked out. Now, if you remember, I have said that this draft is actually picked by people, so I don't know if they'll count like how many towers people have or how much money they've accumulated through the points. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, including Showroom, but I'm excited to see what will actually happen, because actually by the time this video has come out, they have already started streaming. And when you think, oh, okay, I'll just watch a couple streams, well, actually there's 139 members who are participating in this. Again, not all of them showing their face because of school, work, or other reasons. So you can go ahead and watch them and see who your favorite member is, so you can get disappointed when they're not drafted. Next up is a commercial that AKB is in concerning an internet-only card. And this is sort of like a prepaid credit card. And the only reason I mention this is because you can actually get a member on the card itself, and that's actually pretty cool. I mean, of course you can get the regular ones, but who wants those? You can get one with a member on it. So go ahead and check out that commercial. It's a little bit more informational than it is like fun or entertaining. But then you get to see the members talk about it, and you get to see the cards that are available. But someone else who's partnering with other people is Ngt Partnering with Hello Kitty. With this crossover, you can actually get NGT/Hello Kitty themed stuff at Lawson. So it's part of your raffle system where you buy a certain amount of items, then you can go ahead and get a raffle, get the number, and then you get the item. I mean, this is good for two reasons, because number one, people are going to go again and want the other things they want and maybe collect them all. And number two, maybe people who just want Hello Kitty stuff can get NGT, or NGT can get Hello Kitty. And then there's a nice little crossover to get fans everywhere. So it is pretty cool, so go ahead and try that out if you are in the area. But next up, we have a photobook cover that has been released for Shimada Haruka. Her photobook is called Sona Ikikata, and you can actually pick it up on November 10th of 2017. And as someone who's graduating, it is a pretty nice momentum to see their photobook there and you getting it. But looking at the cover, we can actually see that's very soft and very dreamy looking, and I actually like the design they did with the logo of the photobook. I think it meshes in nicely, and I like how the lines are very thin. Next up is Minegishi Minami, who's going to star in a stage play. The stage play is called the Threepenny Opera, and actually derives from some other play that they've done before. I think it's European. But in this, she will play the wife of a criminal. So if you're interested in that, you can actually go from the 23rd of January to the 4th of February at Kanagawa Arts Theater. Next up is Sakura, who's actually in two commercials. First one being like looks like a fruit drink, kind of like to give you nutrients. For that commercial, it's actually for the product Yuukousen, and it's actually pretty funny because there's this buff foreign guy and he's like eating a whole bunch of vegetables and fruits, and then here's her just like drinking a juice, and then like, I don't know, it's pretty much that. So you can go ahead and watch the commercial just to get the visual of what I said. And next up is a commercial with Saibu gas, and although I don't know anything about this, she talks to a talking bird in the commercial, and that's pretty much all the commercial, with her being in a classroom. There's really not much else to say about it. And the last bit of 48 news is with Madoka from HKT being a print model for a company. It is for Mitokoshi's 20th anniversary, and it's actually pretty cool because she's printed like on the side of a building and everything, and she's a lot of promotional material. So if you are in the Fukuoka area, you can go ahead and take a look out for that. So let's move on to graduating news, starting off with Kasai Tomomi doing something very exciting, and that is releasing an album and a music video. Now, I don't remember if I have talked about the album before, but I will mention it now. That does come out November 15th for those of you interested in that. And I do have to say that the CD covers are very cute and very nice. Now, it does make me curious to see exactly how well this will sell, because it has been a while. I don't know whether she wanted to separate herself from the AKB name, or she just wanted a break in order to, you know, refresh herself and then finally get back into it. But I imagine that break will hurt, but I am curious to see how her English is, since from her pictures it looks like she was around Venice Beach. But speaking of the music video, it is fairly simple. It is her in her house getting ready, and then she opens the door, and then she's like at a racetrack or something. And that's pretty much the concept of it, like getting a start. So I guess it does kind of talk about like the break in between and how she was resting at home, but then when she opened the door, there was a starting track to start her new career. That's an interesting way for the music video to be shown, and I imagine that might have been the idea behind it. So go ahead and watch that music video. You can watch it if you are in the US. It is not limited by country restrictions like Sakamichi.
Called Star. Star.
Is it
dash
Star
T.
T or is it Star?
I think it's the T. Start.
And next up is someone who's going to release their photo book, and that is Love Tan. This photo book by the title Love Letter will actually be released December 8th. And an interesting little thing about it, it was actually shot in an island near Bali. So if you're interested in this former HKT48 member, then you can go ahead and wait up for the photo book, because now we have to wait for more preview images and the cover. But that does it for the actual graduated section. Let's move on to 46. First up is Keyakizaka 46 with their first day sales for the 5th single, Kaze ni Fukarete mo. Well, the numbers are in, and they actually got 483,000 for their first day sales, which is actually a little bit of a bump coming from the last single. Again, I imagine if the next single is really good, then it could probably pass the 500,000 mark. Which, I mean, being 20,000 away, I imagine that's not that far off. But relating to that single, actually they use a song for a branded commercial for a face mask called Kowa. And in this you can see that it's very visually pleasing, and I especially like how at the end they're all wearing the mask, and before that it was them in the fields. It's very visually pleasing, so go ahead and take a look at that. It's very short. But another commercial that came out is actually for their app, Kiyaki no Kiseki. There's 3 different versions. There's a regular edition one, there's one with just Neru, and there's one with Sugayuka along with the W Watanabes. So you can go ahead and check that out down in the link below. It's them revisiting old sites from other music videos, kind of showing that this app is going to be a little bit about the history as well as gameplay. Which, coming from some people, I've heard that the story is actually really good and it's pretty much like a documentary. But someone else who's in a commercial is Nogizaka for iPets. Is this like a brand new Apple thing? No, but really, it is about pet insurance, and it actually has Nanase and Mayan in the commercial, Nanase being the pet owner and Mayan being the fortune teller. So go ahead and watch that if you want to watch a fun commercial. And also some images came out with them playing with pets, and it's actually pretty cute. You can see some of them here. But something else that Nogizaka is doing is releasing a newspaper. Now imagine this is similar to what AKB has, but it's a little bit different. And this is because this is actually celebrating Tokyo Dome and what they did to accomplish it. And now they'll be releasing the newspaper with Nikkan Sports. And it actually comes with a poster inside, so if you're curious about that, definitely go check that out. But then again, you probably need to be in Japan to get this one. And if you are in Japan and see this before the 30th of October, then you can actually go to Takeshika Dori to see the Keyakizaka 46 uniforms there. So just a little tidbit on that. But then again, if you are seeing this after the 30th, then I mean, it's kind of too late.
Commercial collabs, because you know they are a popular idol group. They're also doing another one with this drink. Hasn't
this been out for a while?
I don't know, I just saw it, so it's in the news. So they're doing this campaign where it's like, oh, you buy the drinks that these four are like promoting or whatever.
Was it always Takayama? I feel like it was Ikoma before.
Oh, maybe this is new.
Yeah, this is new.
So the campaign started this week, and it'll keep going on till fucking February. So like, oh, you buy the drink, and then you like take a picture of your receipt, and fill out the
you
form.
Get something? What do you get?
What the hell this is doing? But maybe you win prizes. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Oh, notebooks, dude.
I'd want that.
Hell yeah.
And look, it even has like the little rubber band over it, making it look a little more fancy.
Oh yeah, dude. It's nice. So that you can win that for December.
All right, people who are in Japan, can you guys win some for us?
Yeah.
And moving on to a little bit more about the members individually, Inoue Sayuri is actually going to be in a musical. It will be for the musical Nocturne, which will actually be from the 14th to the 18th of December. That does seem like a short period, but if you are there and are able to get tickets and understand Japanese, then this could be the perfect venue for you, which is actually at the Tokyo Metropolitan Theater Playhouse. And last bit of news is actually a blast of photobook covers with Shinichi Mai, Horimiona, and Matsumura Sayuri. First up, we got Shinichi Mai with a brand new cover for the photobook Doko ni Iru no. And as you see in the cover, it is a little bit more scenic, although I don't like where the horizon line is cutting off on her head. That does bother me quite a bit. Hopefully there will be another version for 7net. And that comes out the 14th of November. Next up is with Horimiona and her photobook cover. She does have two different versions. She has the normal edition, which is here, and I actually really like this. I like the appeal of it. I like how it's very high key, and I mean, I really do like it. And being by the same person that shot Mayu's and Shiraishi Mai's photobook, this will be interesting to see. And then we have the 7net version over here, which is a little more simpler. It's a little bit more like straightforward bikini shot of the face. And if you are curious about these, this does come out on the November 24th. And last bit, we got Matsumura Sayuri's photobook cover, which is actually horizontal. It's not vertical like the rest. I'm curious to see if they will keep this horizontal view and maybe the photobook could be horizontal. It'll be really interesting, and I feel like it could really fit to their benefits. Because sometimes I notice with the vertical ones, they do cause a little bit of harm with the horizontal images. But maybe with this, there being horizontal images and maybe two vertical ones will work out. And that does it for the news this week. You can go ahead and subscribe to keep up to date with every week of the news. And you can share it with people so they know and are up to date with both 46, 48, and graduated members. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, I actually said that I will be live streaming on Saturday. Go ahead and check it out on Twitter to see what time I will be live streaming. I will update you guys on that. And it will be concerning the future of the channel and ways that you guys can help. So it will be very community friendly, and I will be reading comments and replying to a whole bunch of them, so be sure to come and join. And I will also be revealing a video that will be coming out probably the same day. So look forward to that, and as I say every single week, thank you all for watching.